story time! So in today's video, I wanted to tell you the story of the second time and the last time in my life that I have ever had detention. The reason I want to tell you this story is because it's kind of my favorite example of how sometimes the education curriculums don't make any sense. So I think I was in grade 6 when this happened. So however old you are in the 6th grade, that was me. My school was kind of weird because we had to use specifically do-a-tangs, not binders. So rather than the rings, we had to have these things that you poke through and you spread them so that, I don't know, it was weird. It never held as much paper and they always fell apart, and I have no idea why that was that way, but I mean, whatever. And we also had to have them color-coded. So I know that other people do this just because, but it was no. My school was no, you have to have a red do-a-tang and it's for English. You have to have a blue one and it's for math. You have to have a green one and it's for science. So then, even at the grade 6 level, they could be pull out your green do-a-tang, and that would mean that we were having science. Because my school was very, very small, and we used the same 2 teachers for every subject, rather than a different one for each. The weirdest thing about that, though, was that every time we would start a new unit in almost any class, we had to make a title page for it. We had to actually physically draw a scene to go with that unit. I think in every unit other than math we had to do that. And I hated that because I'm not artistic in that way. I never ever had that ability to see an image in my head and then draw it. I can't do it. And I still don't even understand why we were handing in these works of art to teachers that didn't teach art. You would think that you would save that stuff for art class. But I mean, hey, whatever. Doesn't make sense. I remember history once. We had to make a title page for it. It was we were studying one of the smaller wars, and we had to make a title page for it. And I remember I got right home from school and I started working on it, and I think I recycled it 3 times because it looked awful. And then so teary-eyed and frustrated, I decided I was gonna rebel for the first time in my life, and I was just not gonna do it. And I was gonna go to school the next day and be this is stupid. Why are we doing art and history? This is history class, not art class. I can fail art class, but I can't fail this class. No. I refuse to do it. But obviously, I am not actually that tough. I am a big baby, and if I have confrontation with you, I will probably get very teary-eyed. And so I went to school the next day with this not done, and the teacher was like, Abby, where's your history title page? And I didn't have anything, and I kind of mumbled, I didn't do it. Well, why didn't you do it? I just didn't. Well then, you're gonna have a detention today, and you're gonna have a detention every day until it's handed in. Whoa. It's a title page. I mean, on one hand, I understand that, it's part of the curriculum. You have to do the work. But why are we hand-drawing things in classes that aren't art class? And it's weird, because I just feel at the grade 6 level, you are old enough at that point that you understand, how things work. And I feel coloring shouldn't be part of the basic curriculum in every class, and you're also old enough to comprehend the fact that if you just don't do it, you get a 0 or whatever. And I was fully prepared for that, but I was not fully prepared for a detention, and a detention every day until I got it done. I went to my detention that day, and so I scribbled a very shitty title page that day, and I handed it in that day, and I got a C. And for the rest of my, elementary/primary school career, we had to draw these title pages, and I just half-assed all of them because why are we doing this? I had been working really hard up until that point and still getting C's on them. So if I was going to get the same mark and do it in 10 minutes, I mean, why bother? Right? And that was what the education system taught me that day. Half-ass it if you gotta. So yeah, that's my story of the second and final detention I've ever had in my whole life. And now that my schooling days are over, I can say that that's pretty much the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure you like and you subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!